When an actor is able to go on screen and get naked, but a nursing mother is asked to leave, what kind of message are we sending about to society about women's roles? Annie Quinlan said this in 1994 in the New York Times article, but it's still relevant to society, to modern society today. To this day, businesses are violating women's rights and the law by not allowing women to breastfeed freely in public. In light of the many stories of nursing mothers being forced to leave public areas in order to breastfeed, we must demand more public friendly policies in public areas such as shopping malls. Today, I'll introduce two solutions that hold hope for change. One being that the implementation of a new federal law in regards to nursing stations being mandated to be built within most public areas. And the second one is the strengthening of the House Bill 232. My first solution is the federal implementation of nursing stations. The Breastfeed Chicago's article called Navigating Nurses in Public in the Chicagoland Area or Anywhere has passages that encourage women to normalize breastfeeding. So they have designated areas that are listed in this website within Chicago that women are allowed to breastfeed and they're encouraged to practice breastfeeding there. For instance, passage says that the Hawthorne Mall is a family area that's tucked away and is an awesome spot to try and practice breastfeeding. There are nursing stations for moms and TVs and toys for older children to be entertained, so basically the older kids aren't able to bother the mom while she is breastfeeding. Though the formation of nursing stations isn't a federal law, it does comply with Illinois' law called 740 ILCS 13710, which is defined in the Breastfeeding Laws website. And it announces the breastfeeding location. So it says that mothers and babies are allowed to breastfeed within any area that they are authorized to do so, and no one else can interfere. They're allowed to authorize in any location, public or private, wherever they're authorized to do so, and no matter if their nipple is showing or whether the nipple is not showing. Speaking of laws, a more dominant solution towards the progress of public breastfeeding is the strength and expansion of House Bill 232. Per the Texas Breastfeeding Coalition's post called Strengthening the Right to Breastfeed, the HB 232 is a state law that regards. In 1995, the legislature codified the right of women and mothers and children, the right to breastfeed in any authorized area. And so this shows that Texas is a huge supporter of women's rights to breastfeed. However, this law doesn't do justice because there are other business owners out there that avoid this law and they think they don't have to follow it and that they're better than that. And so though the state is working to inform more companies about the law and its consequences, for example, that if someone breaks the law, they have to pay the woman that they harassed while she was breastfeeding, they have to pay her money. So I think that if they become federal laws, they'll provide more of an impact and people will want to listen more if they become federal laws because all the states will have to enact it and practice it. So they'll force people to not make breastfeeding women leave other areas. In conclusion, nursing stations and the HB 232 are both great ideas in the progress of breastfeeding publicly. They call for a policy change in regards to public breastfeeding. A more permanent impact would be, like I said, if these two solutions were declared to be a more federal law instead of a state law, because every state would have to follow it instead of just certain states. And it's something that society should also be aiming for. Nursing stations provide comfortability and privacy to nursing mothers, and the House Bill 232 encourages women's right to publicly breastfeed within society. In regards to the O. Ann Goversees site, the wise Annie Kahn once said, when mom nurses feed their children and nurse their children, they give that child her name, her story, and her life song. A nurse baby grows strong within body, mind, and spirit.